The COVID-19 pandemic has upended school systems around the world. The pace has been frenetic, with little time for deeper reflection. Yet, in the upheaval, there's also opportunity. The opportunity to step back and reflect on how we might reimagine a better education system that serves every child. Now is the time to re-examine both the objective and values of our education system. What are we trying to achieve, and for whom? Race and socioeconomic background are strong predictors of student outcomes, and school disruptions are exacerbating the achievement gap between groups. Our research suggests that while white students will lose 6 months of learning if school remains disrupted through the end of the year, Hispanic students will lose 9 months, and Black students 10. These gaps translate into real economic impact in terms of lost earnings and GDP. A small investment today will save billions tomorrow. We need more attention on creating equitable funding models and reducing segregation. Equity in education and reducing the achievement gap should be our top priority. Then there's the question of what we teach. The world has evolved incredibly in recent decades, while our approach to teaching has not. School systems need to prepare today's students today to successfully navigate the world that they will enter as adults. So, how do we get there? We must first recommit to what we know works. Quality, evidence-based instruction, like following the science on how to teach kids to read. Supporting great teachers, using formative data to inform instruction, and adjusting based on context. We need to get these basics right. Beyond the basics, we need to recognize that this crisis has provided an opportunity for more radical innovation, and is even forcing us to stretch some fundamental elements of how we've done school for decades. Two things have changed. First, technology penetration has increased dramatically. More students have access to devices and broadband, and more teachers have experience with online tools. Second, the pandemic has really brought to light many of the inequities and issues of our system. I see a few examples of places we can fundamentally rethink education models in the US. 1, improving the way we train and allocate our teachers. 2, using technology to get experienced teachers engaged with more students. And 3, supporting students mentally and emotionally in addition to academically. We talk about the importance of great teachers, but we still underinvest in supporting teacher preparation and development. We should recraft teacher career progression and allocation. This could start with teacher training, making sure every teacher prep program is linked to a school system, like medical schools are linked to hospitals, and grounding teacher prep in practice. It could continue with how we ask teachers to spend their time, more on high-value activities, and less on things that don't require real expertise. And we could rethink teacher career progression, creating real gradations from apprentice teachers all the way to master teachers. On harnessing technology to scale learning, almost every student and teacher have upped their tech quotient in the past months, and responses are mixed. Some are ready to throw their devices out the window, while others are advocating for radical online technology-enabled learning models. Technology can be a useful educational tool when it's used in an evidence-based way. Our PISA analysis suggests that just adding devices to classrooms is actually associated with lower student outcomes. Devices need to be used purposefully and thoughtfully. The right software and implementation approach can use technology to get an excellent teacher in front of every child in every subject on every day. Personalized, mastery-based learning has been around for over a decade, but the best solutions still reach a minority of kids. This vast remote learning experiment we are all in has given us a unique opportunity to scale the ideas that work. On supporting children holistically, the shift to remote learning has really highlighted the importance of student mindsets in effective learning. Persistence, self-motivation, independence. Meanwhile, the mental health toll has reminded schools that education needs to care for the whole child, not just focus on academic needs. Most schools could do more to equip our children for what awaits them in the world. Some schools are already implementing programs based on building these character traits. We should watch and learn from these cases to scale those that truly work. This is just a starter list. There are many more great ideas out there, from changing the school calendar to linking school better to the workplace and college. We have to grasp the momentum now to examine these ideas and put the most promising ones into practice. My vision for the future of K12 education is that of all children receiving the education they need to thrive in the future world. Starting with gaps in the basics, such as literacy and numeracy skills and teacher training, then complementing these efforts with technology and social and emotional skill development will help realize this vision.